Okay, major update today. I am super excited about this. I have not opened the box, as you can see, but it finally arrived. We finally started getting some lockers of where UPS drops off the packages, and it said this one was dropped off, but I never got a code, and the locker people couldn't find it, so it was a nightmare. And considering this is probably the most expensive single purchase I have made, it was a little nerve-wracking that it couldn't be found. But luckily it finally did show up, obviously, since I have it, and you know, all is not lost. But I am excited about this for sure. Like I said, it was probably the most expensive single thing I have. Hopefully that is a great wrap job to protect the inside. Now, how do I break in? So this is a great looking engine from Broadway Limited, which is the first one I've had from them. But I thought I'd splurge a little bit and go big and get one of these guys because they were on sale. Or I found a good deal, I should say. Let me see if I can... Am I even in frame here? No, I'm not. Oh no. I'm missing the big reveal. Let's try to position this better. Okay, well, here it is. Can you tell? It's kind of dark. Let me see if I can get some more light. Oh yeah, while I'm doing that, I will say the reason why I even got this purchase is because I was supposed to go on a trip recently, but it got canceled due to COVID, obviously, for good reason. But that kind of left me flush with hotel money that I was expecting to spend, so I thought, hey, this is kind of a unexpected twist, but why don't I purchase an asset instead of blowing it on a hotel stay? So hence, here we are. And really, the only reason I have it, I wouldn't have just got this out of thin air. Okay, hopefully that is a little better. Yes. It's funny, it says HO scale, but this is obviously N. But anyway, it is a glorious T1. Made this purchase for two reasons. One, it just is awesome, first of all. And two, I am using this as a stepping stone, if you will, for something bigger. Hint, hint. Potentially something like a big boy? I don't know. But this is a high-end, fancy version from, like I said, Broadway Limited. And this is just an unboxing. I'll do a full review later once I have time to play around with it. But I will at least run it a little bit on the track for you. And for myself, of course. It does work in DCC and DC mode. I only have DC, so that's great. I think it comes with some type of remote control as well to work with it. Like I said, this is the first Broadway Limited one I have, and that coupler on the end is not compatible, I had thought, with almost anything I have. So in order to run it with at least something, I did buy a Broadway Limited Pennsylvania coach car with the appropriate connectors, although I've since learned that these kind of do connect with the Kato ones. I thought when I had similar type of connectors before on accidental purchases, where I didn't realize or should not have gotten that type of coupler on it, it was not compatible. So I ended up returning those two from whence they came. But this one, I at least wanted something to run with it. So this one is attached as well, that I bought the other day, and it does have lights built in. So if this one is actually as awesome as it is, there you can get the full four-pack set. So I'll end up with 5 if I end up doing that. I'm not sure if I will or not, but the option is there. So I'm gonna try to get this stuff on the rails, if you will. So right behind it, move that out of the way a little bit. Gotta see that front end, because that's one of the coolest parts about it. So, glide right on over. Now becomes the tricky part of trying to do this with the engine. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So this is probably the longest engine I have at this point. It looks awesome. Oh, it's all metal. I can feel it's made out of die cast, which I love. Alright. Let's see if we can slide this sucker on. Oh no, I killed the dog. Put that back up. Alright, so there we go. Looks awesome. Looks like it has dual wheel action down below. Great looking detail. Like I said, it's all metal. Of course, when I get super close, all the detail goes away because it blocks the light. Now the back is all plastic actually, so I usually don't like when they do that because it's like, okay, this part's metal, this part should be metal, why does it match? Now it just feels like a cheap back end, but whatever. Looks awesome all around, for sure. It better be, because like I said, this is one of the biggest purchases I've made. Okay, so let's see what else is in this box here. Interesting that there's nothing more. I wonder if you needed the DCC remote in order for this to work. I thought it came with a remote, but I guess I'm lying because I don't see one in here. There's more paperwork underneath. Let's see what it says. I can dig this out. Choo choo shoes. Whatever that is. Apparently, it's kid shoes that make train sounds. Alright. Nothing like a good advertisement. There they are. Super ugly. I know 5-year-old me would not want these. That is for sure. Alright, let's throw that aside. What else we got? Looking at the little write-up they gave me, it says download the full manual as a PDF to the link. It also says this model is ready to run on DCC and DC circuits. For DC operation, I will need a 16-volt DC power pack. I believe I have that. The DC Master Analog Control Module is required for activation of bell whistle, auxiliary sounds, and volume control. Please see more information on the DC Master. Apparently, that is the missing component I had naively thought would come with this. No matter. I believe it should still work anyway, at least in an operating motion mode. Here's all, apparently on the back, all the sounds it can do, which I thought I'd be able to demo today, but apparently not. Hence why I'm researching this, because I don't know if the Athearn Big Boy comes with a remote or not. Maybe that one does, and I just thought this one would as well, or maybe I'm making all this stuff up, I don't know. But definitely worth looking into, for sure, before I make a purchase. So, let's see if we can get this sucker rolling. I'm gonna move the camera back to my thingy here. It looks good as is, I gotta say. I'm liking the look, even if I can't do the sounds. I'm not too big on the sounds because every time I've seen them demoed, it just sounds awful. So I'm not expecting much from a sound quality. It's kind of neat that you can do it, but it's no big loss if I can't do it now. So let me see if we can get this thing moving. It does have sound. Does it need to warm up? I haven't I only have DC, so I can only turn it on. And obviously the power's on, because you saw the lights come on. But how do I get it to move? It sounds like it's chugging away. Why aren't you moving? Or is that just the warm-up noise? I'm so confused. I guess I gotta look at the manual? I don't know what to do. I don't know why it's not moving. Well, the manual was apparently for the sound programmer only. It has nothing to do with the actual operation of the engine, which is strange. Even though it's sound only, it does actually sound better than I had thought, so, you know, I'm happy there. I'm just really confused as to why it's not working. Maybe I didn't turn up the power enough. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. But that's all the way, like, full blast. Which is not very fast. But it does move. Thank God. As promised in my last video, I started setting up a dual track when this thing finally arrived. So it's gonna start heading this way. And now that I think about it, I probably should have turned on my lights. See if I can do that. It's a little better. Well, it at least moves. Maybe when it warms up, it'll go faster. So as I said, that's all the way operating. Full blast, full blown. And this is the speed I'm getting. So I don't know if that's by design. Now it did say 16 volt power pack DC required. I assume that's what I have, but maybe it's just not powerful enough. Maybe it needs more juice to go faster. I don't know. This is the first engine I have with sound. I don't know what I think about it yet. It's kind of loud and annoying, but maybe I'll grow into it? I don't know. I know the lighting hasn't been the best, but hopefully it's better when it comes around the corner here. So very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, it at least looks good. I'll have to play around with it more to see if I can get it working better and, you know, all this and that. Like I said, it was one of the biggest purchases I've made so far from a single thing perspective. In terms of trains, it'll come around the corner in a second. So, it's cool. I like it. I like the look. I guess that's what I like best so far. The noise is still annoying. A little bit. But I appreciated being there. It's kind of funny on the camera. You can't really see the wheels too well. It's super dark. I don't know why, because it is really bright in here right now. Now that I turned on the lights. So I apologize for not being able to see it. I guess the point is, it looks a lot better in person than on the camera. Because coming around, that's a little better. Alright, well, that's one complete circuit as it heads off to round 2. I'll call it there. Like I said, I'll do a full review some point in the future. I just want to give some time to play around with it first, you know, obviously know more about it. Get all of its nitty-gritty options set and everything, and see what I want to do about that noise. I don't think I can turn it off without that module thing they were talking about on a DC circuit, so I'm going to call it there as it rides on through into the sunset. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I enjoy this as I play around with it. So thanks, stay tuned for more, I guess. More is definitely coming around the corner.